This video is specifically for many women that are imported women. Let me just use that word, imported. Those women, their husbands married, and are in Africa. Many of them are well schooled. They are graduates. An opportunity came for them to get married to a man that lives abroad, and God helping. You're welcome back to my channel. Thank you very much for joining us today. I'm just rushing. It's been long that I featured video here. God is already helping us. We have the help of God. Okay, it's available to us. I have a vlog and I have something that I need to share that's very, very important. You know, whenever I say I have something to share, I already know what's going to turn out to be. I'm not going to make this video long, I promise you. I promise you I'm not going to make it so long because some people don't have time these days to sit and watch it for so long, except if the video is somehow exciting. And that's what this video is all about, it's exciting. So I'm going to be sharing marriage as per marriage, when you marry and you come over to Europe. You know, marriage as for Europe, as for outside people that live outside the country. So, but you're going to learn a lot today from this channel. No whenever I have something to share like this, I already know what's going to turn out to be. So don't forget to like, share. I have somewhere I'm running to, but I'm going to, at the same time, I'm sharing it as I'm working. You're going to also listen and learn from what I have to share today. Alright, so we'll meet later. Where I am, guys. So let me just cross over. At least to a safe place where there will not be much. I know people are just seeing me, they're like, this woman, she's just holding camera. If you are a vlogger, I have not yet taken your camera outside to vlog. Yeah, Elena, that means you're not ready for this job. So people might be looking at me, they're like, this woman, she's just talking on camera. What is going on? So I want to talk to our men, especially our men that are living in Europe. In Europe, yes, exactly, or outside the country. Most men, I don't know, are Nigerians, are Africans. Watch this video and give a thought about it, because it's not really right. You know, most of our women, especially, this video is all about our women that are imported. I'm not talking about those ones that already they came by themselves. It's a boss, okay? It's a boss that is making that. Let me continue. So, like I was saying, very sorry for that little break in transmission. The boss, all right. And our men, this video is specifically for many women that are imported women. Let me just use that word, imported. Those women, their husbands married, and are in Africa. Many of them are well schooled. They are graduates. An opportunity came for them to get married to a man that lives abroad, and God helping, the man now later brought the wife down to Europe. So this video is for you. You men, you will learn something from this, because like Bible said, it's not like every time I'm against the men. But you know, men, there's a way God created them. And you can see how Peter in the Bible talked about men. The way Peter upgraded men. This video, many might be thinking I hate them. That's why I'm making, no, I don't hate people. So you bring that woman down. The woman is well schooled, and by the time she now comes down to Europe, you now start treating her in a way that is not fair. In a way that is not fair. What I mean not fair is that maybe by the time she comes, she now start bearing children for you. Or there are some that already have the kids down in Africa before they came down here. You have been giving that woman respect. You know, you have been giving her a top position in your life. And by the time you now bring her here, now start looking down on her. Because most probably, you know, here in Europe where we live, there's many places where there are no jobs. Okay? Where there are no jobs. And you know, as an African or in Nigeria, let me just use that case as a case study. In Nigeria or any part of African country, when you're a lady, even if at all you're well schooled and you're qualified, you got your high institution certificate, to get a job here is somehow. But there are some that are fortunate to get these jobs, and when they come down here, maybe the opportunity for them to have that job is not there. Opportunity, I mean, maybe there's no jobs, and even if they're told there are jobs, for those that understand, you know, you live here in Europe, most of the jobs they have here is morning hours, from morning hours till night. And you know, if it's between you and your husband, you know, this place, to get a maid, it's always like it's a necessity to get a maid. It's expensive, and you leaving your kids with another person, and you know, these whiterners or westerners, There's a way they will stay close to you. They might start picking a lot of things, and you know what I mean by that. So you will not leave your kids to be safe with another person. So the woman will be at home taking care of these kids, and you, the man, they're supposed to treat. I know it's not easy. In marriage, every time, especially if you have made up your mind and say, this is the woman I want to be with in the rest of my life. That marriage itself, that when you have that person is just the person you'll be seeing every time. Maybe you have seen enough of that woman. I've seen enough, because anytime you go out, you come back, you see her home. She's with the kids, she's keeping the house neat, she's cooking. By the time you're back from work, she has cooked, she has passed your food for you. And you now look at that woman as this is the only thing she knows how to do. Before you married her, you brought her down to Europe here. In fact, she was, having maybe, by God's grace, a lot of people, they understand what I mean, men of our women understand. They were having a white-collar job, a professional jobs. An opportunity came for them to be down here. And maybe, the certificate that we have back in Africa, you can't use it to compare the ones that are here. For those that understand, that are living here, you understand what I mean. Except if, by God's grace, you get a job with that one that you have back in Africa. But by the time you come here, you must upgrade before they accept you. And upgrading means it's so expensive. Their schooling fees are so expensive. By the time you calculate it with your African currency, you now know how exorbitant the amount to school you here is, especially as an adult. So, and she has devoted her time to be taking care of the housework, and you now come back as a man. Every time you're seeing her, you now start looking down on her. Like I said, that's why I took time to explain. Many of our women are well schooled, they are graduates, they have good jobs back in Africa. They were not depending on anybody, but you that had the opportunity to marry them as a man, brother, you now start treating them in a way that is not right. Please, that woman alone. Many of our women, they have this, I don't know, how do I house here? If you don't know, many of these women that you brought down here, they have high hopes. What I mean, they have high goals. They have career objectives that they need to achieve. Like, they have big tastes to become big. And by the time they come, they now level themselves down to become a family person that will be taking care of the kids. That alone is not easy. If you're a man and you now stay back at home the whole day, you're not doing anything. If you want to go out, you take the kids along with you. Anywhere you are going to take them. The responsibility alone is not easy. To be caring for these kids. When you are home. Sometimes these women, psychologically, they are going through a lot. That they are so kind of people that have these goals that they want to crush, and suddenly they find themselves back home, taking care of kids. That alone is frustrating, and you now have to read. Please, this video is for men, and our women also, you fall into this category. But for me, I don't feel it's so much of the women, it's the men, because men, they are on top, they control and they do whatever they want to do, and if you say, it's another problem. So these are the ones I'm leaving this video. Please try and take that woman in. I know it's not easy, like I said. It's not easy. And the men, we know that you people are taking care of a lot of things. But the one going to, there's a lot of jobs here that you do at night. And the responsibility that, that alone, what it takes from you to be doing jobs at night. And maybe you are thinking of that frustration of those jobs that you have been the one paying bills and doing everything at home. You now want to put everything on the woman. Please, I beg you, you should try and see how we can. That is why this video, you are going to learn from it. I pray a lot of people come across this video, especially those that live back here. I'm just breathing heavily. Back here in Europe. All right? So, that woman that you're living back home, she has goals to crush too, just like you. But she has brought herself too low to that level where, now she's not the woman staying back at home. That alone that alone gets into your head. Like, you don't even know what to do. And you don't want to leave your kids to another person. So please, our men, try and pet our women. Try and pet your wives. They don't love you doing those. I know this is not easy for you men. You are the one taking care of most of the bills at home. By the time the kids grow up, by God's grace, if the woman is free, when the kids are able to take care of their feeding, bathing themselves, you will see that woman, by God's grace, any job that she has, or that you just allow her to do that job that you know that she will do, and combine to take care of the things at home, like all these bills payments. Okay, so please try. And many of our women, even there's a lot of them that have grown-up kids already, they don't want to work. Not working is not going to make it easy for you. The men might love you. Yes, your husband might love you, but if you're a liability, what I mean, are just sitting at home every time, and you don't want to work as a woman, you know that your kids are grown, there's nothing keeping you back at home, my dear. The man will look down on you and treat you like a shit. So if you know that you don't have anything keeping you at home that you are taken care of, try and look for a job, you woman. Except if the kids are still small. If the kids are grown, look for something to do so that the woman will not be looking down on you. Okay, so I think I've made my point here. But I'm only getting close to where I'm going to. Okay, so try and see how you two can adjust. Like I said, it's not easy for the men. Some of the time they just look for a way to pour their frustration on, and it's the woman, is the person that they have to pour all these things on. So try and please understand that woman is really feeling for you. But just that there's a way that she can unwind everything. The kids are responsibility, a big responsibility. This is not just like catering for their school fees and other things. You have to be there, monitor them, their character, so that when they grow up, they will not point at, if they have any wrong attitude in the future, they will not point at their mother and father and say, this boy did not train them well. So that's what I mean. So hope you enjoyed from this video, and don't forget to like, okay? So we're going to meet in our next one. If I have anything to share, please don't forget to leave it back at the comment section, okay? We'll see you all